Alright, I'm going to go over Gallery Shortcodes. So shortcodes are basically just little codes that generate different things on the site. So if we go to pages, let's add a new page and let's call this one shortcode example. And then basically all the shortcodes are located right here as the second level. And there's little icons. If you keep your mouse over them for a second, you'll get an option like add a button, and they'll kind of give you an idea of what the shortcode is. So let's go ahead and start with add a button. It's pretty basic. All you need to do is type in your link, like if you wanted to link to google.com, and then you can just text here. Let's go ahead and just type in example button, and if we publish this, then we view our page, and you'll see that our shortcode has built our button for us. Very cool, very easy. So a couple other ones that are really simple are this checklist and arrow list. So if you want to have a checklist, you can just click on that, and you can add more items just by clicking enter or deleting them. So then you update that, and then we can see our example, which is now our checklist. And you have the same option if you want to do the next one, which is arrow list. It looks exactly the same, but with a different bullet. So now we have our arrow list. So very cool and very easy to use. Then we have a set of columns, our gallery shortcode, and a divider. So divider is pretty sweet. So all you need to do is click divider. Then if we update it, we now have a divider that divides things. So really easy to make use of the codes. Let's jump into the columns now. So if we add a half and a half, the only thing you're going to want to make note of is this last equals. And obviously if it's the last column, you click yes. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1/2 just so that it's easier to see it. And 1/2. And then when we refresh it, we'll have our 2 half columns right there. So let's go ahead and do quarter, 4 columns. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4. As I mentioned before, the one thing you're going to want to note is the last column will get a yes. So I'm going to go ahead and type in a quarter for each of these so that you can better see them. So now we have our quarters. Let's update that. And if we refresh our page, we now have our 2 halves and then our 4 quarters. And you can do the same thing. You can mix and match with the 1/3 and 2/3, or 1/4, 3/4 very easily. Let's do a 1/3 and a 2/3. So if I type in 2/3 and then 1/3 of a column, update that, and now we have, oh, I forgot to put the last. So then if you do last equals yes, now it should float properly. Yep. So now we have our 1/3 and our 2/3. So you can do any variation of the columns in there. It's super easy to do. Those are our shortcodes, and I'll hit on the gallery shortcode in a second video right now.